Hey there folks, welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB or Chris, and today we're at the beach. The weather is not great. It is like 60 degrees, so closest I'm going to get to the beach today is this PAA beach. I did take a walk on the beach this morning. I sat down for a little bit, but it's 60 and super windy, so it is just not a great beach day. But this stuff right here, it'll take you back to that 70s, 80s, like Coppertone, Hawaiian Tropic. It is beautiful, beautiful stuff. And we're going to use it today. We're at actually shooting from Pine Island, which is in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I was going to use this today, but just before I left, my buddy Marion sent me this straight razor. So we're going to try up today. It was honed at Razor Emporium. And this is a economy supply company razor. So we will try it today and see how it goes. I think this is straight razor shave. What is it? Maybe 22? I'm not sure. I'll annotate it below. So I was hoping actually to be out on the beach today, but that is not so. And by the way, this camera is setting closer to me than normal, and I have about a day and a half of growth. So I think you can see the growth a lot better today than you can when I'm at home, because the camera sits farther away and the lighting is much better in here. So I think you can really see what a day and a half is for me. All right, let's get to lathering. I'm gonna use the RazoRock. This is the RazoRock. Is it the 400? Yeah, 400. Oh boy, this soap smells nice. I hope everyone is doing well. Again, I would prefer to be out on the beach right now having a nice adult beverage, but that is not in the cards for right now, sadly. It is just, with the wind, it just makes it super, super cold. And I'll go back out and, walk around a little bit later, but for sitting and consuming adult beverages, not a great day for that. At least not for me. I prefer it to be a little warmer. And so trying to be a little bit more quiet, because there's a lot of people in this house and some of them may be sleeping. I don't really want to wake them up. So if my audio is a little lower, because I'm trying to be a little bit more quiet than I ordinarily would be. Okay, I'm not going to spend all day lathering. We don't need to. Let's clean some of that off the neck a little bit. And we'll see how we do with this Razor Emporium edge, which I've never tried. So thank you, Marion. This is the 800 economy, probably can't see it, economy supply razor. We shall give it a go and see how we do with it today. You can really hear that feedback, can't you? Hope everyone is well. I'm doing pretty well. It is beautiful. Here, there's like probably 15 people in this house, a bunch of kids. Maybe I'll get my nephews. I have some twin nephews. Maybe I'll get them at some point this week and lather up. And by the way, if I'm not responding to a lot of your comments, it's because I'm busy. Ooh. I will say one thing. This edge is definitely sharp. It's different from the Stallions though. So I'm accustomed to the Stallions, so naturally that's going to be what I prefer. Okay. This feels slightly tuggy to me. Relative to the Stallion edge, and that is no knock on the fine folks at Razor Emporium. It's just I'm used to his edges, and this one feels different. Don't know how much I'm removing actually. Let's do an experiment here. I brought the gold dollar. So let's bring in the gold dollar and see if we're feeling dramatically different here for science and shaving. Let's see, where's our gold dollar? Okay, so here's our stallion gold dollar. Let's bring it in a little bit and see if this feels a little bit better. Of course, this is a bigger and heavier blade, so you know it's going to feel different by virtue of that alone, but oh yeah. So two things. One, this is a heavier blade. And two, it's 6/8. The other one's probably 5/8, maybe less, I don't know. And this one is much heavier and it's got a stallion edge on it. And so it's just what I'm used to. It feels better to me. Okay. So for the second pass, we'll go back to the economy. And this video might go a little bit longer. I don't have anything else to do really, so I hope you'll enjoy this experiment anyway. It is beautiful here. So that's a good thing as far as, you know, the house and the, you know, of course we have all my nieces, nephews, or a lot of them, not all, of course, but it's very nice. But it's also just the weather's not great. And so that's kind of less than ideal, but you know, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Just have to deal with it, and hopefully we're gonna have a great shave here, and we'll get a shower, and we'll hit the dome, but I won't do that on camera. And just get to at least feeling and smelling good. Not gonna worry too much about the lather here. I just want a serviceable lather. Let's get some water in it. Because I'm trying these razors just to see, you know, which edge I prefer. But it's kind of an unfair comparison because one is 6/8 and heavy, and the other was very, very light. And the stallion really prefers 6/8, you know, a little more blade, a little more heft to sort of go through that growth. And I can see why, because in some places you sort of struggle with these really, really light, small blades. So let's see how we do here. There's a lot of feedback, that's for sure. The soap smells spectacular if you like beach scents. At least it does for me. I love this soap. It is one of my top scents of all time. If you like, you know, that sort of that scent of Hawaiian Tropic or Copper Tone, something like that. Really nice, I think. A lot of residual slickness there. Gets a little rough as I'm going over my neck. But that felt okay. Of course, I've removed some of that growth with the first pass. So not too bad. We'll see how we can do here with our left hand. You could definitely hear that feedback. There is no question about that. Again, I apologize for falling behind on the videos. Haven't had as much time, you know, hang around with the family and so on here, so I haven't had time to watch any videos. I know Dave Kelly did a YouTube yesterday, or a Facebook Live, and I was trying to catch part of it, but it was sort of in between family events, so I didn't have as much time to catch it as I would like. How are we doing? Say we're doing okay, but not excellent. Let's bring in the gold dollar for a little bit of work here. Let's wipe that blade off and set it aside for a moment. I really need to make sure I get some frog lubes on these blades here with this, you know, this water here right next to the beach. Okay, so it's got a little salty nature to it, and some of the minerals, who knows, probably corrode a blade faster in this environment too, with the ocean breeze in the air. It's very windy today. In fact, my sunglasses were really hazy because there's a lot of that salt water in the air, so probably not great for a blade, I would say. Boy, this soap smells terrific. I'm looking forward to slapping this aftershave on once I get out of the shower. And I will show you something about applying this aftershave, because I've seen some questions about the PAA restrictors. And Douglas does have he has a video out on how to do it by turning it all the way upside down, but I'll show you another way that I find easier. Just me. Okay, let's grab the gold dollar here and try to do a little bit of touching up here. Well, you can really hear that blade cutting, can't you? I prefer the Stallion Edge. And I think, you know, it's just because what I've used to. This is a very smooth edge. And, you know, there's more juice behind this razor because it is a little larger. Just wanted to get that area just a little bit. All right, let's come across here. All right. Not too bad there. This edge is just so smooth for me. And this, again, this is probably a $3 razor, you know, off AliExpress, $3 or $4 probably. One of the things I'm learning is sometimes you have to open up the angle a little bit. I've been really keeping a shallow angle because that keeps it close to my face, so I'm not cutting myself when I put the blade to my face. but in order for it to cut better, you have to open it up a little bit, or at least that's what I'm learning, for whatever it's worth. So I go shallow to start with, and then sort of rotate it up a little bit. Okay, so I think we've done enough today. If I have any areas I need to tighten up, I'll just get my DE out and tighten that up a little bit. We did pretty well. There's some areas we can do better. It's kind of, I'm looking into the camera and it's closer, and actually I'm so used to doing it the other way. You know, I'm sure I've missed some spots, but we'll clean that up with our DE. I want to thank everybody for joining me for this beach shave. I think this was either straight razor shave number 20, 22 or 23. I'll put it in the title. Used the beach. We used also the economy supply razor, and this was sent to me by Marion. Thank you, Marion. I do like the razor. I will use it more and sort of get the feel for it. We brought the gold dollar in with an edge I'm more familiar with, just to see how that compared, and I do prefer this particular edge. Again, this blade is much heavier too, so that probably has something to do with it as well. But overall, nice job. No nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers. We'll do a little bit of cleanup perhaps with the DE just to get a little better, but we came in from the sides today, tried to do something a little bit different, tried to open up the angle. It went very well. So I'm going to show you this. If you have one of these PAA aftershaves and you're concerned about trying to turn it upside down, just put your finger over and do that. And you can control. I'm going to slap this on the dome because I'm not going to waste it. Oh yeah. Whew, that's good stuff. Can't wait to get out of the shower and slap this on. Anyway, just use your finger, control the flow. No problem. Really nice bottles, by the way. PAA, one of my absolute favorite scents of all time. If you like copper tone, Hawaiian tropic type beachy scent, this is the best beach scent that I've ever experienced. The second one would be Oleo's Sandy Cheeks. Is really, really nice. I want to thank everyone, excuse me, for joining me. Till next time, it's your shave, do it your way, and God bless.